A report from the Health Information and Quality Authority says new research means Irish guidelines on what constitutes low-risk alcohol consumption may need to be reconsidered. It also says there is a minimal difference in the risk of alcohol-related harm between men and women.
The existing health guidelines define low-risk alcohol consumption as less than 17 standard drinks for men and 11 standard drinks for women each week. A standard drink is half a pint of beer, a small glass of wine or a pub measure of spirits. These guidelines have not been reviewed for 11 years. In a new report today, the Health Information and Quality Authority says there is a substantial amount of risk associated with low levels of alcohol consumption, and said the existing guidelines may need to be reconsidered based on latest research. It also says there's no strong basis for the sex-specific thresholds and the difference in risk between men and women are minimal.
So what we're saying is that the low-risk guidelines should be have another look at. What we've done today is we've published 2 reports looking at the health outcomes of low-risk drinking. One of the more interesting findings we found was that there really isn't much evidence to support a difference between the amount that women should drink, because the health outcomes are essentially the same over the long term for both men and women at the same level of alcohol consumption.
HIQA found that between 2022 and 2024, alcohol was estimated to account for an average of 1,420 deaths a year and over 27,000 hospital admissions a year. The review found no firm conclusions from the international studies on the impact of alcohol consumption on mental health due to variations in studies.
Many countries have reviewed their levels, and in every case they have reduced them downwards, and I think we should hopefully be following suit with that.
Experts also say that how weekly drinks are consumed over how many days is also important. Fergal Bowers, RTE News.
Now, staying with that story on the need for updated guidelines on low-risk alcohol consumption, we're joined now by Dr. Sheila Gilheany, CEO of Alcohol Action Ireland. Dr. Gilheany, thank you for joining us. I suppose no harm maybe to recap on what those guidelines currently are. Up to 17 standard drinks a week for men, less than 11 standard drinks a week for women, with a standard drink being a half pint or a small glass of wine. If those guidelines are now wrong and should be updated, what should they be updated to? What sort of amounts should we be talking about here?
Well, I think actually looking at other countries and what they have done in Canada would be a very good example of this, where they talk more about a continuum of risk, and they say that if you're drinking at relatively low levels, say 2 to 3 drinks a week, what's the risk from that? If you're drinking more than that, where does it go up to? So what this report has said, that if you were drinking around about 2 drinks a day, less than 2 drinks a day, you've a 1 in 100 chance of dying from alcohol. And obviously that increases as you increase the level of consumption. So I think looking at it in that kind of way makes more sense than just sort of saying 17 drinks and almost like a cut-off and thereafter. I think it makes more sense and more explainable, I think, to people to talk about that continuum of risk.
Yeah, and something else they're talking about changing the wording around is men versus women, the 17 versus the 11. This report's saying that really there isn't that much difference at all. What has changed? Presumably that was originally due to physical size between men and women, but the science now is telling us something different. Yeah,
so the physiology was probably the driving thing originally, but I think as we're getting more and more information about harms from alcohol, we see what are the harms that women are experiencing. So, for example, with cancer, even relatively low levels of alcohol consumption does increase the risk of certain types of cancer. So, for women in particular, breast cancer, 1 in 8 breast cancers here in Ireland would have been caused by alcohol. And like I say, that risk is increasing at quite low levels. So I think what the report has done has synthesised evidence across multiple different diseases, because alcohol affects liver, heart, cancer, but also looking at things like risks from falls, for example, and that's one of the areas where you do see a bit of difference, where men, for example, maybe have more risk of falls, assaults, things like that would occur from it, and then taking it in the round, it looks like there's not a huge amount of difference between the two.
You talked there about all the physical problems associated with alcohol, but of course this report also looked at the mental health issues, and that cannot be understated, can it? Huge mental health problems linked to alcohol.
Absolutely, there is. Now, the report itself, did find it, difficult to say, well, this level of alcohol consumption would cause this level of mental health problems. I think, though, the evidence is certainly very clear, and there'd be no mental health professional who would say other than drinking alcohol does not help your mental health, whether you're talking about depression, anxiety, or indeed, in fact, actually, we know the risk in relation to suicide, which we certainly see here in Ireland. And, the report also points to, that we have a high level of binge drinking here in Ireland, which has a particularly bad effect, if you like, on people's mental health.
Now, reports like this, guidelines like this, will make people say, is this the nanny state telling people what they should do? Where's personal responsibility here? And if people choose to drink, is that not their choice?
It certainly is their choice, but I think you need to be able to make those choices, and they need to be informed. At the moment, the vast majority of our information about alcohol comes from the alcohol industry, which through saturation alcohol advertising tells you that this is a risk-free product with which is essential for everyday life. So I think it's difficult for people to make those choices without that information. And, we certainly have been looking for, a revision of these low-risk drinking guidelines, but we'd also be saying there's a need for other types of information, for example, on the labelling of alcohol products, something that was actually due to come into effect just last month, but because of the lobbying of the alcohol industry has now been postponed till September 2028. And, that labelling is designed to give people concrete information, tell them about the links between alcohol and cancer and liver disease, and basic information about, the amount of alcohol that's in the container. So, as well as the department, as well as the minister looking at this, we really think it's most important that there is a very firm commitment that Ireland will go ahead with those labels. It's very important that people are able to make informed decisions.
Dr. Sheila Gilheany, CEO of Alcohol Action Ireland, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.